Hello guys, this is me, your D.M.A flyer. This was our last segment of this trip back to New York. Please allow me to recap a little bit. Our previous flight from Abu Dhabi to London was delayed, which caused us to miss our connecting flight. I should say our connecting flights actually, not just one flight. To avoid the insane UK departure tax, we actually booked another 2 flights. One was from London to Frankfurt and the other one was from Frankfurt to New York. Due to the delay of our flight from Abu Dhabi to London, we had to stay one night in London. In addition, I had to cancel both the flights from London to Frankfurt and Frankfurt to New York. Not only did we have to pay for the cancellation fee, but also we had to pay for the new tickets from London to New York. Now we got hit by the famous UK departure tax. We were lucky enough to get 2 business class seats on United Airlines. Just the tax and fee alone for our tickets, it was about $800. At least our one night stay in London was paid by the free night certificate from Chase Hyatt card. We knew it was a risk by booking separate tickets. We took the chance, but we lost. It's life. But we still enjoyed our trip and we still enjoyed our one night stay in London. Today, we began our trip from Stratford station. Then, we transferred to the Elizabeth line at the King's Cross station. We must say that the trains and tubes in London were so clean, unlike New York subways. The other thing we do not understand about the New York transit system, why the major airports in New York must have L trains. For example, in London, you can take the Piccadilly line, Elizabeth line, and Heathrow Express directly to London Heathrow Airport. But in New York, both JFK Airport and Newark Airport, you must take the L train to the airport. It's so unnecessary and so stupid. Don't you think so? After check-in, we first came to the Singapore Airlines lounge. This SilverKris lounge is located in Terminal 2 near gate B36. You can access this lounge with same-day Star Alliance business class ticket or Star Alliance Go travel on a same-day Star Alliance flight. Let's check the lounge facilities and the food. We then moved to the United Club. Somehow, we like this United Club more than the Singapore Airlines SilverKris lounge. We feel this lounge has more personalities. Let's take a look at this lounge. I would say the Singapore Airlines SilverKris lounge provides better food options, but United Club was not bad either. For shower suites, United was the winner. United Airlines flight its high B767-300ER on this route. There were total 46 Polaris business class seats on this flight. The most interesting part is its 111 configuration. I actually like the United Polaris business class seats and its design. However, I feel the Polaris business class seats look cheaper on the Boeing 767 than on the Boeing 777. I feel the seats are shorter and narrower. By the way, I really don't like this seat control location. You can bump into it very easily, and the control is very sensitive. I mentioned the high J configuration earlier. J refers to business class. This is a premium heavy configuration. Most other airlines do not offer this many business class seats on the Boeing 767-300. We both prefer the true window seats in unnumbered rows. Even without a door, it still feels very private. By the way, this part is actually CP's travel report and not my travel report. I want to mention that I did the voluntarily denied boarding for this flight. Before boarding, the United gate agents were looking for a volunteer. This flight was overbooked due to British Airways canceled one of its flights. BA just rebooked its passenger to United, cause United flight overbooked. CP had to go back to New York to work after landing, but I had some extra time to spare, so I joined the volunteer list. The gate agents were very helpful, and I did not really push too much. The gate agent rebooked me via Montreal to LaGuardia, New York on Air Canada. My flight only arrived less than 3 hours after CP's flight, and I was offered a travel certificate for more than $1,000, which made up the extra cost due to misconnection the previous day. It's destiny! I forgot to ask CP to take a picture of the menu. Here was his lunch. The meal began with walnuts. The main dish was shrimp fried noodles. It looked a little bit rough, but CP said it was not bad. This was the pre-arrival meal, burger and fries. For this flight distance, the pre-arrival meal was actually not bad. Overall, CP was satisfied with this flight. Let's talk about the voluntarily denied boarding a little bit more. The voluntarily denied boarding, also called VDB, when airlines flights are overbooked. They will need to find volunteers to take next available flight. Most of the time, airlines will offer travel certificate, meal voucher, and a hotel voucher if overnight stay is required. Depending on how long you need to wait for the next available flight and how many people they need, the compensation varies. If they cannot find enough volunteers, the airline will have to bump people with confirmed reservation and offer cash compensation. We call this involuntarily denied boarding, also known as IDB. I won't say overbooking is a good thing, but I understand the reasons behind. Airline industry is such a complicated business. People miss their flights all the time. Sometimes it's due to traffic, and sometimes it's due to other reasons. People also need to change their flights sometimes. Maybe it's due to sickness or the business meeting has been changed. People also miss their connecting flight all the time. If airlines are not allowed to overbook any flight, they might not offer any flexibility under those circumstances. Again, it's not good practice, but I understand the reasons behind. And this is kinda evil. I actually like it. I still remembered one time I did 5 VDBs in 2 days. God, I just love those vouchers. Have you done VDB before? Tell us about your experience. Okay, finally, it's my turn. I had never taken Air Canada's business class before. This was my first time. Oh, I feel like a virgin. Talking about Virgin, I will share our Virgin Atlantic trip soon. Air Canada calls its business class signature class. Air Canada's signature class seats are the Collins Aerospace Super Diamond seats in a 1-to-1 reverse herringbone layout. It's pretty standard for the modern business class seats. Starlux Airlines Airbus A350 business class also features Collins Aerospace seats, but it's a much better product, Element Suites, which comes with doors. If you want to compare the difference, you can click the link above to see my Starlux Airlines travel report. The Air Canada signature seats are more spacious than the United Airlines Polaris business class seats, and more storage space too. The handrest can be lowered to add extra space when sleeping. I would say United beddings were much better. I also appreciate the extra space under the ottoman. More usable space than its newer product, Element Suite. You can change the firmness of your seat cushion on the remote control. It also comes with massage function. Nah, you could barely feel it. The noise cancellation earphone was not bad. The in-flight entertainment screen was bright and crystal clear. There were a lot of programs to select from. It was nice to see what's available on the flight. I believe this is not a current amenity kit, but just to give you an idea of what was available before. I was in the middle seat, so this was the best view I could get. Let's check the menu. The meal service started with walnuts. The appetizer looked much better than what's available on CP's flight. Who doesn't like garlic breads? Yum! Unlike United Airlines served everything on one tray, Air Canada served the appetizer and the main course separately. I had the lamb fillet, which was not bad at all. I appreciate these little extra touches. After Dick touched everything, it was time for bed. It looked very airy and comfortable. I know a lot of people complain about Air Canada's service, but I actually feel it was not bad. I had a great rest, so great I missed my pre-arrival meal. This was crazy, so many people, and the line was super long. After passing the immigration and security check, now it's the lounge time. The Air Canada Maple Leaf Lounge at Montreal Airport for Transborder flight are nearby gate 73. I did not feel too much about this lounge, but let's take a look anyway. Now it was time for my last flight to LaGuardia. This flight was operated by Embraer 175, my favorite regional jet. I liked the business class 1-2 configuration. The economy class was the comfortable 2-2 configuration. The first row of the economy class was also my favorite place to sit. I appreciate the Air Canada installed personal entertainment system on their regional jets. A cute spot for your beverage. While taxiing to the runway, let's talk about how we booked these 2 tickets from London Heathrow to New York. We used 60,000 Air Canada aeroplane miles for each of our tickets. The miles charged was very reasonable, but The UK departure tax and fees for premium cabin travel was insane and is still insane. Try to avoid taking long-haul flight from UK. Although the mileage redemption was reasonable for this trip, unfortunately, Air Canada just changed their award ticket to dynamic pricing, which usually means you will need to pay more miles. Some people claim that this will make redemption much easier, but I don't think so. I feel this is just a way for airlines to charge you more in different levels. In some very rare cases, airlines might charge you less for your award tickets, and they will be the subject for our next video. Remember to subscribe to my channel so you will not miss the update. So far, Air Canada did a pretty good job until now. This was my snack on this flight, and this was other people's light meal on this flight. Obviously, they did not load enough meals, and the flight attendant did not bother to explain. This was a short flight, so I did not really care that much, but I did not appreciate the different treatments and lack of explanation. Overall, we were both glad that we arrived home safely. And finally, this is the end of this series. Thank you for watching, and remember to come back to check our next video. Virgin Atlantic Upper Class JFK to London Heathrow.